Pretty disappointing loss out there today. Yeah, the Warriors lost to the Trailblazers in Portland by a final score of 108 to 106, a game they really much should have won. The game came down to the final seconds, and there were some controversial plays towards the end. For the Warriors, like Stephen Curry had a great game. Props to him. He's definitely carrying the team. 35 points. And this is the team that he scored 62 points on in the previous meeting. The Trailblazers are a good basketball team. They're 20-14 now. And obviously the West is a very, very good conference. I'll get to that in a minute. But we just couldn't get it done. We started it off great. We were up 10-0 to start the game. And it was clear that we learned from our mistakes of the last game against the Lakers that we have to be hitting threes. Curry started off 3 for 3 on his 3-pointers. But Portland, they were really, vicious in this game. Despite being up 10-0, we only outscored them by 1 in the first quarter. It was a tied. We led by 1 at halftime. Portland outscored us by 3 in the third, and obviously that would have put them up by 2, and then we scored in the fourth. So obviously we lost by 2, and it sucks because basically what happened at the end of the game, if you didn't see it for yourself, Draymond Green, there's about 10 seconds left roughly. Draymond Green drives to the hoop, has pretty much a clear lane. Damian Lillard is there, but Damian Lillard's not a very great defender. And he plants his feet. Lillard plants his feet. Draymond goes up for the layup. He makes the layup. And there's a whistle. And initially I thought that it was a foul called on Damian Lillard, but it was an offensive foul called on Draymond, and they challenged it. And Portland got the ball back. Now they got the ball back, and obviously the Warriors fouled right away to give them free throw shots. And Robert Covington was the three-point shooter. He missed both free throws, and then they couldn't get back in time, and Damian Lee missed like a half-court shot. So we lost by 2. And it's disappointing because I feel like there's countless games where either Draymond Green cost us the game, and yeah, I think it was a bad call, but he still made the foul. It's Draymond Green, I think, is a problem. He had a decent game. He had 12 assists, and we all know he's a great passer, but when it comes to decision making and fouling and discipline, he isn't the greatest player. And there's been numerous times just this year, and with his time with the Warriors in previous years, where he's costed us the game. The Oakland native Damian Lillard was definitely the player of the game for the Trailblazers. He made a clutch dagger at the end of the game. He played 36 minutes, 22 points. But Steph Curry would definitely be the overall player of the game, in my opinion, because he had 35 points, and we should have won this. It's disappointing. And, the bench played a lot too. Wiseman didn't play that much. Looney had a good game, 9 points for him, 8 rebounds. That's why I thought we'd win, because I think when our center position is like filling the gap that we need, we play a lot better. And it's just disappointing. I think we gotta improve. Our free throw shooting has not been that great lately, especially this, and that's kind of a given. It should be good, especially with guys like Steph Curry and other shooters that are very capable. And we didn't have Oubre. Oubre did not play. So, it could have, I think if Oubre played, we probably would have won with the way he's doing lately. But, that's just disappointing. Lillard, props to you, man. I have mad respect for Lillard. He's definitely my favorite player in the NBA that isn't a Warrior. He's from Oakland. He's a huge Raiders and A's fan like me. So props to him. But when he's out in the court, I'm rooting against him because, these guys are our rivals. And like I said I would mention this earlier, the West is a very tight conference. In the top of the conference right now, you have Utah. You got Phoenix Suns, Lakers, Clippers. Spurs are even up there. You got these guys inching their way up there. I feel like the West, anyone can really take that top spot, or anyone can get up to that top position. Look at the East. I said this before, like bad teams around 500 are toward the top, and the Warriors are obviously 2 games above 500, which isn't that terrible, and yet they're, probably the 8th or 9th seed after this game. So they're 19-17 now. Trailblazers obviously moved to 20-14. 108-106 final score. And in terms of the Warriors' schedule, they will play the Phoenix Suns in Phoenix tomorrow at 7, so back-to-back games. yeah, that's just disappointing. And then they're going to have the All-Star break. So I think I'll do some coverage on that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Go Warriors.